Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
I absolutely love Miley Cyrus.
Give me some sugar.
Say hello.
I see you coming down the
What's
aisle.
up there, call boys?
Break me in the mouth. Yes.
You have failed.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Call Guys podcast. I'm Gunnar, also known as Chico Noise, 2-time podcast host. And alongside me, as always, it's Juan Keel for 3 and our special guest for this certified rotten episode. He's back finally for first time in a long time. We got the Skywalker.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, wah. What's up?
Nothing, man. Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Happy to be here.
What a Hoosier thing to say. What a Midwesterner thing to say.
Midwester for sure. I think I'm going to change it up. I think I'm, are you living the life you were born to live? I think that's what I'm going to. I think that's what I'm going to start asking people.
What was yours, Skylar? What was your thing?
Have the day you deserve.
Have the day you deserve.
Yeah.
So good. You said it at Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure.
Somebody brought it up. I can't remember who, though.
Have the day you deserve.
It's my favorite way to sign off on emails. Because it's all up to how you interpret it.
I say you could interpret either way. It's either good or bad. Have the day you deserve. It sounds kind of like you're telling them to screw off.
It's exactly what I hear.
It's like thanks. I needed that.
I needed that.
Yeah. Juan, what up?
You man, surviving this week is crazy at work. Got the first big cold snap that lasted. People are fun when they're cold.
Yeah. Skywalker, is your house warm?
The basement's warm.
The basement's
The mid-level's warm. The upstairs is freezing cold. Yeah, we have baseboard heaters, man, and they just do not heat the upstairs.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess I realized that down here too, because the basement gets like really warm. And I mean, the vent's right here and it blows right on me. So that's probably most of the reason why. But like I'm in a sauna down here. Colton's busy, taking care of people.
Oh, yeah.
Making their lives better.
For anybody out there in the old HVAC word, if you have LP, make sure you have LP in your tank. Give Mr. Hill a call. I'm sure he'd love to fill your propane tank.
Might even sell you some accessories.
Exactly. So now's not the time. Now's not the time to be running out of LP.
Yeah, probably be bad. Yeah, it'd be bad. It'd be
Oh
bad.
no, it is bad.
It'd be bad. Got our first snow. Big snow. Is that big snow? What's it like over there in the fort? Or the
nothing now. There's a dusting, it looks like.
Oh really? Man. We're covered.
Yeah, when I went to my dad's this last weekend for Thanksgiving, they had I think at least 2 inches when we got there. That stuck around. We were gonna go and hang out outside, but it was like stayed in the low 20s all weekend, and we're like, yeah, kids can't be getting sick right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to have at least 3 inches here.
Mm.
Sarah just went out and shoveled it all. Got that driveway cleaned up. I took a shower and she's like, I'm gonna go shovel. Oh, sweet. Go for it. I'll take it.
Have the day you deserve, Skylar. I'll be back.
Thanks, Colton. Appreciate it. I mean, the snow's been blowing around here. That's for sure. I think we went and got our flu shots tonight, so
Ooh,
it was fun down.
you just say the kids can't get sick. Now everybody's gonna get sick because they got their flu shots.
Well, Sora's been fighting pre-bronchitis, and everybody at work has been out this week because they're sick, and it's been nuts, dude.
It's crazy how much it's been going around too, because a while back, well, we were off here a couple weeks because I was sick and I was getting like these crazy sores in my throat and I couldn't like eat or swallow. And Sophia hasn't been sick for weeks. So it's like she stopped getting sick. Now she's got a runny nose and I'm fine. Like,
They're germ factories, dude. You're in for it for the
I
rest.
know the petri dish of
Yeah,
children.
especially when they go to daycare.
Yeah. Yeah. When we switched daycares, she actually got sick more, but it's a nicer, cleaner daycare, which is odd, and less kids. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but it is what
They
it
all
is.
just pass it back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So anybody listening, you realize Colton has left because his son was going nuts probably. So he'll be back. But Skywalker, I gotta ask you the question. What you been watching?
What have I been watching?
What you been
That's a
listening
good.
to?
That's a good question. Um, hey, Spotify Rap came out this week.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have not checked mine yet.
my number one artist for 2 years in a row is Eden.
Nice.
Can't go wrong. Listen to a lot of K-pop in this house because that's all that's on TV all the time.
K-pop's always on.
K-pop.
K-pop. K-pop.
And I have not been watching any TV.
That's all right.
I we watched the first half of Outer Banks season, what is it, 4?
Yeah,
Haven't watched the second half.
I think Sarah had finished it. I'm not sure.
Pretty boring around here, man.
Yeah, I'm pulling up my wrap so I can see because I had not looked at it yet. Now my wrap is skewed because the Emperor also uses my Spotify.
Oh yeah, he's a cheater.
Yeah. Um. So top artist. This is pretty normal. Nothing more, which has got to be a multiple year in a row artist. Um. What was your number one song of the year? Do you remember?
Oh, I can pull it up. Guys, send those Spotify wrapped to the call guys. What is it? The call
The Call
guys
Guys
podcast
Podcast at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Yeah, I want to see my top podcast, but
My top
um,
podcast was the Call Guys podcast.
yes, we were in Jared's top three behind the Pat McAfee show, and I can't remember what the other one was, but
The Pat McAfee show.
yes.
That's kind of cheating though, because
No,
you post every day.
my number one is also the Call Guys podcast, and then it's skewed. It's skewed because my number two is New Heights, and I do not listen to New Heights, but the Emperor does.
Fair. My number one song is "Don't Go Insane" by DPR Ian.
Nice,
Number two, "Pomegranate" by Hannah Bang. Number three is "Too Sweet" by Hosier.
great song. That's a catchy tune.
Yeah, it is, man. I love Hosier. I've been on a real mountain music kick for the last few months.
Kind of that soul country
Yeah, it's that vibey kind of not banging your cousin country.
Not country country. This is soul country.
Soul country.
Yeah, like living in the woods in a log cabin with within the foggy like Washington state. That's where I imagine that
It's
music would be at.
my kind of music, man.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So not watch anything, but listening to stuff. Spotify play, yeah, send them. That's a good idea. Send them over. Your Spotify recaps, Spotify Wrapped, whatever they call it. Callguyspodcast at gmail.com. Let us know. Are we your number one podcast of the year? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe not. They're my number one podcast. I haven't listened to podcasts for months.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll take the number one. The number one seat. I did see that Conrad John had he was on somebody's number one played artist list that he didn't know,
Oh, that's awesome.
which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm actually he was in my top five, so I don't listen to Spotify much because all I've been listening to is my Vampire System on Pocket FM. I just haven't stopped listening to it. It's 1,300 of 2,300 episodes in, and it's just I can't stop listening to it.
That's the one where he gets the vampire superpowers, right?
Yeah, and he's
After
got
his
after his parents
uh
die.
yeah, classmates bully him and all that.
Yeah, have you seen the
The TikTok ads,
yeah,
yeah.
it's really good. the the TikTok ads don't do it justice. It makes it look really cheesy. It's so good. I don't listen to stuff like that very often, but this one hooked me. I saw it on TikTok and I was like, I'll try Pocket FM. Pocket FM sucks.
Does
It's
it?
like the worst listening app ever. Like it's so pay to listen or watch ads to listen. So like if we're just sitting on the couch watching TV, I'm just sitting there watching ads and just have it and clicking buttons till it gets through them, hitting the X's in the corner. And then they have like an earn coins by visiting websites. So I'll just click on websites and when I'm done, I'll have like 400 tabs open in my browser. I
All the
get free episode.
malware. All of it.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if my phone's hacked. It's
What
all
about
good.
you, Chico? What are you watching? What are you listening to?
Uh, listening to, like I said, it's my Vampire System. That's pretty much it. If anything, I have my Sirius XM. I got rid of a while back, so I run like U93 in the background sometimes if I'm not listening to that. But and I just keep that on like volume 2 in the car, so just a little bit of sizzle in the background. Um, watching the just Christmas movies.
Yeah.
When we watched all three Santa Claus movies last night while we were painting the basement. um, we watched holiday. Oh crap! What was it? The Chief's Love Story on Hallmark. I don't know if you've seen that.
Is that the one that's supposed to
Holiday
be based off?
Touchdown. Yeah, it's actually set in Kansas City, and they're huge Chiefs fans, and it was a Hallmark movie. It was good. It was cheesy. It was, but I think they had like Mama Kelsey was in it, and Andy Reid was in it, and a bunch of the players were in it. So it was kind of fun to watch and look for the background people and
Hmm.
some of the players that had actual lines was pretty cool. Um, trying to think of what other Christmas movies we watched. The animated Grinch with Sophia. She was into it.
The newer one with
Yeah, yeah, with Benedict
cumbersome,
Cumber
cumbersome patch,
Cumbersnatch.
cumbersnatch.
Yeah, um, Benedict Arnold Cumber hairs. Um, man, it's just Christmas movies. Whatever's on Freeform, pretty much for watching. So, and that's just more of a background thing when we're upstairs. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Die
Enjoying
Hard's
it.
on that list, right?
No, no, sir.
Should be.
It's not. I will watch Die Hard, but probably not at Christmas. I did
But
see.
Gunner, it is the ultimate Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's the ultimate Christmas movie. It's set at Christmas. The reason we chose tonight's movie is because it was technically set on Thanksgiving and it fell right around this time. Um, so it fits, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. But um, I did pull up Freeform a little bit ago, and we were just looking for something to put on the background, and a movie was on
Harry Potter.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
So they show it at Halloween, they show it at Christmas because nobody knows.
nobody knows.
Everybody has the opinion. I'm not gonna watch it either way. It was like the last 2 minutes of it, and what was on after it?
Harry Potter.
No, they do Harry Potter weekends every other weekend. That's not in December.
We watched Nightmare Before Christmas on Halloween because your niece loves that movie.
I can't stand it.
It's
I don't know
just
why. It's not great. And for like, William loves it too. And Coleman talked about that a couple of weeks ago. But William absolutely loves that movie. Watch it over and over and over again. Did watch my favorite Christmas movie though. Christmas with the Cranks.
all right. All right.
Great. It's a great movie.
Home Alone 3.
I love Home Alone 3. Home Alone 3 is probably the best of the Home Alone movies.
Oh yeah. Well, especially because after 3 they're just garbage. But
Yeah, yeah. It goes 3-1-2. Or
yeah.
maybe even 3-2-1. Like I think 2 is pretty good. 1 and 2 are close. Colton, welcome back.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
You get it taken care of.
Oh gosh, it's ridiculous.
Skylar answered the age-old question.
Oh, what's that?
What you watching?
Okay.
What you listening to?
Oh my. Let's see. We've already knocked out all the Santa Claus movies.
Done.
So we got that going for us. We just watched the animated Grinch movie,
Done.
which I'm pretty sure is like the worst one ever made. That is not a very good Grinch movie. What? What are those eyebrows for?
I love it.
Are you on crack cocaine?
I love it.
Must have been
It's
listening to
good.
the Golden 80s Rick James edition.
I'm Rick James.
What about you, Skylar? You like that movie?
I've seen it once. I didn't care for it.
Exactly.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
It's just a terrible casting choice.
I mean, I enjoy it.
Well, you enjoy a lot of weird things.
So Sophie enjoyed it. Did William enjoy it?
Of course, he wanted to watch
That's
it.
right.
Oh gosh. What else have I been watching? I think one thing we're gonna do this year is that we're gonna watch all of the Doctor Who Christmas specials from starting with Eccleston, kind of like the reboot. And I'm pretty excited for that. I think their Christmas episodes are kind of like non-Who fans out there. They're kind of like the kickoff to the new season, kind of. It's their big event. It's Doctor Who's big event, essentially. So pretty excited for that. So we're gonna start that here soon.
Nice.
Outside of that, I'm not too sure. That seems to be it. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'm listening to some new bands called Dear Seattle and Like Roses. Pretty good. Like Roses has a female vocalist, and she's really, really like I don't know. I just like her sound.
Like
A lot.
Roses.
Yeah, Like Roses and Dear Seattle. Dear Seattle's first song I heard opened up with a beautiful bass line. So I was pretty much hooked from there. They got some good stuff. I like Roses better.
You
Like
like roses?
I like
Like
Roses better.
You like
I like them. So
nice.
um
I'll have to check them out.
yeah, they're pretty good. Um
Genre? Punk, pop punk,
oh yeah, punk rock.
punk rock.
Yeah. Um Man, I mean, like Roses, the sound on that is just a very unique voice. I'm trying to think. It kind of reminds me of like Mayday a little bit. Um,
Like Mayday.
like Mayday. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's what I've been up to. Skylar, what were your answers? Just so I can
Oh.
piggyback.
We talked about Spotify Wrapped
Okay.
and mountain music because that's been my go-to.
Okay.
Jess has been listening to nothing but K-pop, and
I'm sorry.
oh no, it's actually really enjoyable. I can't complain. It's different,
I think
and
that's why I wouldn't like it.
have not been watching TV.
Okay. Well, that's easy enough to answer.
Yeah.
What about you, Gunner? What were
Christmas movies. I said the 3 Santa Claus movies.
Nice.
Animated Grinch, Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then listening just the same old Pocket FM.
Playing pocket pool or something down
Playing
there?
Pocket Pool. Listen to that darn Vampire System. When I'm done with it, I'm probably gonna listen back to it because then I can just listen straight through because everything's unlocked.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it'll just fly through it. So yeah, there you go, listeners. Let us know what you're watching, what you're listening to. Let us know your Spotify Wrapped. Callguyspodcast@gmail.com. Colton, do you know your Spotify Wrapped?
Yeah, I don't have one.
Oh.
I don't have Spotify.
What do you listen on? Apple Podcasts?
YouTube.
You listen to the podcast on YouTube? Oh, what do you listen to the podcast on?
Apple. Yes, Apple. Yeah, no. I most of the time when I'm listening to music, it's when I'm like down here on my Xbox because I got that on one screen.
Mm-hmm.
Then on the other screen, I just put headphones on. I put headphones on and just listen to whatever the algorithm wants to take me on. That's how I found those two new bands. So
The algorithm does it.
it's not all bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have listened to some. I'm like, what the heck is this crap? Remove.
Do not play again, please. Yeah.
So yeah,
Good deal.
that's good. Good.
Yeah. Good. Like,
Good.
good.
Like. Sup.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got. So, are you guys ready?
I'm ready to rock.
You ready to rock? Ready to rock and roll for
G
this
chord.
certified rotten? I don't know what part this is, but this movie released in 2005, starring Mark Wahlberg, Sofia Vergara, Andre 3000, Tyrese Gibson, Garrett Hedlund, and tons and tons of other people. Terrence Howard. A movie that Colton and I think are just going to claim that is a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, this is a self-proclaimed Thanksgiving movie. This is actually the Thanksgiving episode. I don't know if I missed that part yet.
No, we haven't talked about it.
Oh, okay. This is the Thanksgiving episode. So in the middle of December.
Yeah, hey, not the middle of well, kind of the middle of December.
The ninth, first third.
Yeah, first third. Thanksgiving just happened. It's all good.
Gosh.
Only been a week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't know. It's been a while. Let's do it. We're here.
We're here. Let's do it.
We're here and we're family.
A great Thanksgiving movie.
Yes. 4 brothers. Four brothers. My first question is, before I ask you guys initial thoughts, is when's the last time you watched this?
I'll be honest. This is the first time I've ever watched this movie from start to finish. This movie seems to always be on TV,
Always
and it always seems to be whenever I turn it on. It always seems to be on during the shootout at
the
their
house.
house. Always. I don't know why. It
Why
just does.
is maybe that's why I feel like that is the one scene I really remember. That scene and the last scene. Those two scenes. And the bar where Terrence Howard breaks the pool stick on his partner's leg. There's like three key scenes in this movie that I remember. And when I rewatched it, I'm like, I don't know that it's been a while since I've watched it fully through, but those three scenes just where it was like, yeah, this is why I remember this movie.
Yeah, and the other scene that I've seen 1,000 times is the basketball scene, the
Okay.
basketball court scene when they're trying to shake down and um weed out the wink link there,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
again another terrible portrayal of basketball.
Movie's not about basketball.
Yeah, I
It's
know, but
about hockey.
it's just a terrible basketball. Oh
About
my gosh,
it's
the
about ice
hockey.
hockey.
That end credit scene though made me giggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my.
Skywalker. Remember the last time you watched this?
You know, now that you say the shootout scene, I think I was in a hotel the last time I watched this because it was on live TV. I was like, "Oh, Four Brothers, I like this movie," and just threw it on, and it probably came up during that shootout scene. Now that I think about it,
It is like a 7 or 8 minute scene, so as of hitting that or I don't know, under a little under 10% probably.
Well, it's definitely one scene that's not getting cut if it's
Right.
on a TV if it's a TV movie.
Yeah. Right.
Maybe some editing done in the old language department, but
Yeah, when their mouths say the word, but and then they say
oh man.
stupid or dumb or
Oh, I remember when I first started realizing that in TV movies, and I was like, "Are they talking funny?"
yeah, yeah.
My dad goes, "That's not what they're saying." Oh, okay.
I got you. I got you. All right. So initial thoughts after this rewatch.
There were a lot of people there that I've totally forgot were in this movie.
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara, uh,
Hmm.
was it Taja P Henson?
Yep. Taja P.
It's
Henson.
yeah, she absolutely blown up in this
Hmm.
after this movie. Probably a little bit later, you got Josh Charles. You know, I think this is before his Law and Order days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um Terrence Howard, you know, I totally forgot about him. Probably because it's the dang shootout scene I remember the most about this movie.
Well, and then like the guy that plays Cracker Jack, has he been in a lot of stuff? Because like he's one of those that you just don't really.
He's been in a lot of like side stuff. You're talking about Garrett
Yeah, Garrett Hedlund.
Hedlund.
Yeah.
He's been in some stuff, but nothing like to me, nothing like mainstream. He was in the Tron movies. Um Unbroken. I mean, you can. I mean, we're pulling at straws here. He was
Yeah.
in
you're talking
Aragon.
you're talking about Garrett Hedlund.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say his last name.
he
He
was
is
in
in
Troy.
one of my favorite music based movies called Country Strong.
Hmm. Okay.
And that's where I know him from.
Oh, okay.
But I I told Jess earlier, I was like, I could have sworn that that was Machine Gun Kelly and not him.
Gosh, yeah,
He
he did
definitely had
Friday
that.
Night Lights before this movie.
Yeah.
So
he definitely had that. He has he has that look.
Well, and you got to also think, who got paid the least
Oh yeah.
out of the four brothers.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Wahlberg was the lowest paid person in this movie.
I mean, it's definitely a boxing match between him and Tyrese.
Yeah, yeah. When was the first when was the first Fast and Furious compared to? Oh, way before this movie.
Oh yeah, way before.
Yeah.
Because didn't Fast and Furious start in like the late '90s?
So Too Fast was 2003.
Okay,
So
it
Tyrese's
must have been the
first
early
one.
2000.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
So
how can we forget Victor Sweet?
yeah, say his name.
I
I've heard it a
wish.
hundred times. I can never say it.
Yeah,
Chiwetel.
no, I mean he's in the MCU for crying out loud.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, this movie had a lot of, when you look back at it, this movie had a lot of really, really good side characters.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
So,
Skywalker. Initial thoughts.
I like this movie, man. This is one of those movies that I can sit back and be like, "Oh, I'm bored." And I'll just flip this on because it's decent background noise and I'll catch myself getting sucked in at, you know, certain moments and I do enjoy this movie. Not a huge fan of the ending, but yeah, it is what it is.
what?
But
How can you not like the ending?
It's the twist. Let's just cash out our mom's life insurance policy and pay a bunch of thugs to kill their boss. Story ended.
No, the end credit scenes.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
right.
What about you, Gunnar? What'd you think?
Um, I think I'm along the same lines. I watched this movie at 4 a.m. and got sucked in immediately. I was just like, I sat down on the couch downstairs, flipped it on, and just mind blanked and just watched the movie and loved it. It's been a while since I've watched it, and I was like, I I I, I think what pulled me in when they're running through the title credits right there at the start, and they're going, and then you see the snow kind of come in, and then it fades in the windshield wiper that wipes it away. And I was like, dang, that was cool.
4 a.m. thoughts.
Yeah. And then from there it was just the main four characters are great. They all kind of have their own cool thing. Mark Wahlberg plays himself as normal. And is normal Mark Wahlberg. I was talking to the Emperor about that. He's like, "Oh yeah, four brothers where Mark Wahlberg plays Mark Wahlberg."
Yeah.
um, and Tyrese kind of the same way. He does kind of play the same goofy, goofy thug character. And then, Andre 3000. I don't know that has he been in a lot of stuff. I don't. I mean,
I could only think of, without looking at his IMDb, I can only think of 3 movies that he's been in. And yep, one was Be Cool back in
mhm.
'05, and the only other movie I can think of was Semi Pro,
Oh, okay, yeah,
along with this movie. That's it.
busy guy.
Well, this is definitely not his forte, so to speak.
Yeah,
So he kind of gets in and out whenever he can. But yeah, I remember those 3 movies, and that's it. I'm sure there's, let's see, he's got a voice credit for Charlotte's Web, Battle in
was he
Seattle.
Wilbur?
He was not. He was Elwyn the Crow.
Oh, nice.
Battle in Seattle, Semi Pro. He's in the TV show The Shield for a little bit.
Hmm.
And White Noise, maybe, I don't know, showing up. I have no clue what the heck he's doing.
Not much.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but
I enjoyed it. I really did. I can't. I mean, there's plenty of things about this movie that were just okay, but I think overall the story's good, the actors are good, the script's pretty decent. It's got some moments where it's like, yeah, and I think Skywalker's right. The ending is kind of lackluster. But were they out on Lake Huron at the end of that? Is that where they went?
Oh, gotta be.
That's what I would think. It's got to be Huron out there.
I actually liked this setting for that fight scene. I thought that was probably the coolest thing about the end.
Just
And
out in
then
the middle
after
of the
that,
water.
it got rough.
Yeah. Yeah. Just have a boxing match in the middle of the lake.
After you've dug out, cut out an ice grave, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, man, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah. So, you guys have a favorite scene?
100% the shootout scene. Right.
It's the scene you remember the most.
Right.
It is. It is. Definitely is.
But it's extremely well put together. It's, there's a reason that every time I turn the TV on, that scene's on. I'm pretty sure that's the only scene they show from the movie.
They don't even play the whole movie. They just play the one scene over and over again.
Over and over again.
They got to deal with like cable television, and whenever somebody turns on to that channel, and it just goes to that scene, him getting hit in the face with a snowball.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of it. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go a little sentimental here, a little deep here, but the actual scene where the four brothers are eating Thanksgiving in the home.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Thanksgiving
Man,
dinner.
when they're having that dinner and they're looking at that chair, I've done that. And those memories that flow through you during those moments, it's funny because I think was Andre 3000 says to Tyrese's character, keep your elbows off the table or something like that, or oh, you're chewing with your mouth open or something like that. You live in a barn. He says something like that, like man. And then they had some of them have the flashbacks right there, and I was like, man, oh, that's tough, but it hit for me. So
Yeah, I think I mean, obviously, I don't have the same relation you do to that scene, but I think I like that mostly because you get why the characters are gonna do what they're gonna do the rest of the movie, like how close they were to their foster mom. I mean, it's it's a little bit more touching than the rest of the movie where they're joking around and killing people and shooting up places and
oh yeah.
yeah. Skylar, you said this. Oh, you said the shootout. Least favorite.
Shootout.
Least favorite. Skylar's saying the end scene.
Oh, definitely the end scene. It's not. This movie could have ended in such a better way. And I just think that they kind of.
Rushed it.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I can get behind that. My least favorite scene is whenever they shot a gun and they never reloaded, except for the one obvious time they reloaded because it was in the script that bad guy fumbles clip.
Yeah, has to
Mark
reload it
Wahlberg
straight.
run out there and beat him.
Yeah.
It's the only time I was like, man, I have not seen one clip drop. This is not accurate at all. I was starting to struggle with it. So that little inconsistency bugs me. What about you, Gunnar?
You
Got
know,
a
I'm
least favorite?
trying to think. I don't know. I don't know that I can think of a least favorite. There are just moments where it's like, did that fit in? I don't know that Sofia Vergara was a character that made any sense to be in the movie, other than being a girlfriend to Tyrese. But yeah, most of her scenes could have been cut out, I guess. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Did anybody count how many funerals were in this movie? 3, 4,
Oh
5.
gosh.
At least 3. Was it 3? Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure because it was the mom, and then it was Cracker Jack, and then it was the cop,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
And I mean, I don't know that they need to show all of those, but probably could have got rid of a couple of those. It just kind
I
of
think they
shows
shot all
their
3 of those in one
community.
day.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Add a little bit of that fake snow on the ground for one. You get it. Uh, favorite and least favorite character.
Oh man, favorite and least favorite. Now I'm a big Tyrese fan, so I love his antics. They are very very outlandish and very, I don't know how they'd fly in real world even in that time, but I think he does a really good job of providing comic relief, but yet but can still play the tough guy. So I like that. Um, I mean, least favorite, I think I got to go with, um, really, what does Terrence Howard's character bring to this? Like having someone like him in this movie, what's it
He's
really
just
bring?
he's just
He's just another
the
cop.
cop.
Like there's nothing really there for him. I don't know why he took the movie unless they gave him a big paycheck. But I mean, I just thought that casting was odd. Um, I thought Josh Charles was a good one. He kind of plays a pretty good crooked cop. Looks like a crooked cop. So I thought that casting was good. But Terrence Howard, I was like, we could have got about anybody else to be that guy. I felt like so.
It's a fillable role.
Oh, 100%. Maybe he was doing a favor. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
What about you, Skywalker? Got a favorite and least favorite character?
Yeah, I'm gonna go least favorite is Mark Wahlberg's character
I,
because I
I,
can watch every other Mark Wahlberg movie and see that character.
Besides maybe Ted.
Legitimately. Transformers, same character.
Oh yeah, it's all of his action movies and
Yeah.
Rockstar. Yeah, Rockstar doesn't count either.
And man, favorite character. I kind of like Andre 3000's character. Kind of that voice of reason that I think it really you miss between the other brothers. Um yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna go with favorite character.
Hmm.
Gunner, what do you have? That seemed like a very interesting.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jack. I don't know why, but I feel like the little brother, and you could just tell in like he played his role so well.
Hmm.
As like he was trying to be hard like all the other guys, but at the same time he was just freaked out the whole time. Like he knew what they were doing was bad. He knew he didn't want to be there, but he looked up to his older brother, so he would do whatever he wanted him to. And I think Garrett just played that role really well, and was a likable character. Least favorite though, I'm gonna go with the crooked cop, and that's only for
Oh,
one reason. Is because at the end he breaks way too easy. Like Tyrese says, "I got a wire on," and he's lying to him. As a detective, you're not gonna notice that he didn't, like he was faking. Like I don't know. It just seemed like he broke him way too easy. I mean, he did like just strangle him with a plastic bag, but like he just shows him the inside of his coat and says, "Yeah, you just admitted everything." And then he takes him outside with at gunpoint in front of a bunch of cops that are confused, obviously. So yeah, I don't know. I think that Josh Charles played that role really well. I just don't
hmm
really like. I don't know that I like the character. Although it was a good twist too. I think you could have called it pretty early, but if you're not paying attention, it would be a good twist on you. The other good twist being that Jeremiah is the reason pretty much all this is happening. Like he's got to pay off some debts to Victor Sweet.
It's got to pay to play, brother.
Yep. What else you guys want to talk about?
Man. I had something, but I can't remember it. Oh, yes, Mark Wahlberg. This character, I struggled with his lines most of the time, just because, kind of like what you guys said, I felt like I've heard it 1,000 times already.
That crack he gets in his voice
Oh
when he
yeah,
talks, delivery doesn't change.
no, no. Same dude, for sure.
Skywalker, any beautiful insights?
I got nothing.
What was this? What was this rated?
This movie is rated certified rotten. It's probably, I don't know what our highest certified rating is that we've done on here, but this one's a 53. So I mean, obviously
53?
we say 60 and below
Mhm.
certified rotten. So this one falls pretty close to the threshold. So, and it's got a 6.8 on IMDb. So technically 68% on there. Our question to you, Skywalker, is this properly
Is this
rated?
properly rated?
At 53%.
I bump it to a 60. I mean, I'm not gonna shoot super high. It's a good movie. It's fun. It's a fun watch, but there are scenes in there that make it a not great movie,
Hmm.
and I couldn't justify going above a 60 or a at max maybe a 62.
So I don't know that it deserves to be rotten in
Right.
that retrospect. Golden.
I can't go higher than 59. I can't. Man, it's to me, it just feels like a typical Mark Wahlberg movie. And that's what they were hoping for. And that's what they were trying to get out of the whole movie. And, I just don't see it being certified. I don't see it. I can't give it that. I can't give it a 60. I'll give it a 59, but I can't give it a 60. I think it had too many bad things and not enough good things. The bad do not outweigh the good. So, and for that reason, I cannot give it a 60.
Okay.
So 59 it is.
59, right on the threshold is Colton.
What about you, brother?
I'm gonna agree with the people of IMDb and give it a 68. I'm gonna go up a little ways. Like I said, I don't think it deserves to be rotten. I think it's got some. Oh, just overall, it's the script. Like I said earlier, the script's pretty decent. The casting's great. The characters, the casting is great, 70% of the time, and the characters are fun. They have a good reason to do what they're doing, for the most part. Um, love that the mom saved the kid at the start, kind of without knowing. Said, "Just get out of here. You're stealing candy, but leave." Yeah, I think 60, 68's a good rating. So therefore, this movie's not certified rotten. Colton's in the minority. He's gonna bump up to a 61 now.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, let anybody out there let us know if you enjoy this movie. I mean, what you think it should be rated. Listen
For
if you've ever
sure.
seen it. On Prime Video Paramount Plus. Easy,
Or just
easy
go
to
watch
get to.
any other Mark Wahlberg movie, and you'll be good.
Ever seen a movie called Contraband?
I was thinking Shooter.
I said I
Oh.
actually enjoy Contraband. I think it's a fun one.
See, that's the problem was that Skylar and I both named two different movies.
He already said Transfer. Go watch Rockstar because that's a good one.
He
Transformers.
doesn't even play anything like these characters.
No. Completely different Mark Wahlberg in that one. And you get the post credit
Painting
scene.
Game?
Okay, I cannot watch Pain and Gain. That movie.
Oh,
that
yeah,
movie.
that is rough.
That movie scared me of going to the gym for a little bit. They dropped the weights on that guy's head. That just freaked me out. Never watched the movie again.
Speaking of The
Ever.
Rock, you should go see Moana too. It's really good.
It's on the list.
Enjoyed it a lot.
Colton will go see it. He'll die on
Wait,
that
why
hill.
wouldn't I go
I
see
don't know. You're gonna die on that hill.
Oh, my.
Disney
No,
sequels
I
suck.
don't. Yeah, well, that's, they've only gotten like a couple sequels down. So what makes me think they got Moana 2 down?
Skywalker says so.
It wasn't
I've
better
heard
than
really-
it
I've heard
wasn't
really
better
good
than the
things.
first one.
That's what I keep hearing too. So
But it was
Um,
fun.
Can you be better than the first? The first one was so good.
Yeah. And you justify making a Moana too, but yeah, I enjoyed it actually.
Live action.
Low expectations.
low expectations. That's what I like to hear, Skywalker.
Glass shattered. That's the way we do it here at the Call Guys Podcast. When you walk out of that theater, you look at the ticket sales guy and you say, "Have the day you deserve."
Have the day you deserve. That's right.
All right, well, that's all I got on Four Brothers. I enjoyed it. I'm happy we watched it. I'm happy we chose it because it's one of those that you kind of going back to is like hooked, instant, ready to watch it. So appreciate it, Colton. That was good.
You're welcome.
Bows. Skywalker. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir.
Appreciate you coming on
Hey,
for the
I'm
first
glad to
time
be-
in a while.
glad to be here.
Good.
We're just trucking along here through year 3. Getting
What is
close to
the what is the big year 3 plan?
we've had some discussion. We really enjoyed doing episode 100, so we're talking about possibly doing something similar to that. Maybe on a wider scale. Maybe like what did we decide? What we talked about doing Celebrity Squares or whatever they called that game show.
Yeah, I thought it was Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood
Hollywood
Squares.
Squares. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Something similar to that. So,
Problem is, we need like 13 people.
we would need a lot of people.
So let us know at the Call Guys Podcast if you would like to be on Hollywood Squares.
Yes. Send us an email.
Should do the dating game. You just get three of your listeners on there, and Colton has to pick one.
Oh, gosh.
Take them on a date, and then you can record the date in the car.
Yes. Contestant number 1. What is your favorite
Disney
brand?
sequel.
I was gonna say favorite brand of jeans.
Have you watched the Cornetto trilogy?
Contestant number 2. Who is your favorite character in any of the Cornetto trilogy movies? Contestant number 3.
Oh, gosh.
If I were a bouncy ball, That's the things they do. Yeah, we really do appreciate it, Skywalker. If you want to be on Hollywood Squares, let us know.
Just
We'd love
keep
to
me
have
posted,
you.
man.
We'd love to have you. If you want to be on the next Certified Rotten, we'll see you in 10 episodes.
Yep.
And we'll pick a fun one. And then by the time that one's done, we'll pretty much be ready for year 4 and getting right to it.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy. Colton, you got anything else?
It's awesome.
Everything's awesome.
Not really, brother.
Skywalker,
Chica.
got anything else? Anything you want to tell the Call Guys listeners?
Yeah. Have the day you deserve.
Oh, my gosh.
There you go. And with that, everybody, thank you for listening to the Call Guys podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. You can also watch us on YouTube. Just click the link in the description or search for the Call Guys podcast on YouTube. We release on there every Monday when we release on all your favorite podcast sites. You can also find us on social media, Facebook at facebook.com/thecallguyspod, Instagram at the Call Guys, and TikTok at the Call Guys Podcast. Yes, I know we don't post enough. We're working on it.
Get
Promise.
off our backs.
We will post more. And if you do see our posts, share them. Send them to your friends. Tell them to listen.
Like,
We'd love to be on more Spotify Wraps next year.
rate,
Review.
subscribe,
Click that bell. Punch it.
punch it.
Yeah.
Chewy.
Actually, you make a good point, Cole, and I don't mention this enough, but we are still at 5 stars on Spotify. So if you get the opportunity, you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you can rate us, give us a 5-star rating. And if you don't want to give us a 5-star, be honest and give us what you think of the podcast.
Give us the rating you think we deserve.
Rate the way we deserve. Have the rate you deserve.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, send it. Get us up on those 5 stars. We'd love to see more of them. I don't know what can happen if we get a ton, but we'd love to see more. So check us out on those 2 platforms and do that for us. You can also go check out goldenmojoent.com, where you can find our merch store and you can find all our social media pages and stuff on there. You can find old episodes of A Quart of Books and Booze. You can go check that out. Akabab.
Akabam.
Do you miss it? Some days.
Some days.
Do you still read as much?
God, no.
Oh man, yeah, you guys were gangbusters.
Yeah.
While we were doing that podcast, I think I read 52 books that year.
That's a book a week.
This year, I didn't even break 12.
I've read Snuggle Puppy a ton of times, so I'm good.
I was gonna say I've read Goodnight Moon, Green Eggs and
Very
Ham.
Hungry Caterpillar.
I like to eat green eggs and ham.
Sam I am. Yes. So yeah, go check out goldenmojoent.com and all the other podcasts on the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. And then please make sure to go check out Perfectly Picked Games, perfectlypickedgames.com. Use code Golden Mojo at checkout for 20% off your order. Get a subscription for a family member. Christmas is right around the corner, a couple weeks away. I don't know what that's going to do to the Call Guys schedule, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So
Always.
All right. That's all I got. Colton.
Love you, brothers.
Love you, brothers.
Love you, brothers.
Have the day you deserve, and for all those out there in podcast land, see you next time.
Bye. See ya. Hasta la vista.
Baby.
Live the life that you deserve. Are you living the life you were born to live?
The Call Guys.
Skywalker, what's your take on Rockstar? Do you have a love for it, a like for it?
Okay, so I have a really vivid memory about Rockstar from when I was little,
Of course you do.
and that's walking out in the living room while Dad is watching it, and he's in the limo and he's rolling up the window, and it was the uncensored version.
Of course it was.
Yeah, and I mean, when did that movie come out?
99, I think. Gunnar, why don't you just know this off the top of your head?
It's not on the poster.
So I'm maybe 10 years old when that happened. I'm like, ooh.
What are those?
2001.
2001.
01, okay. Yeah, that's I would have been 10, so yeah, I could see how
Yeah.
that could be a core memory for you.
It's definitely a core memory.
Movies. Such a good
Oh
movie.
my gosh.
But it's a fun movie. I love Rockstar.
I'll be honest, I was heavily against it. Thank you, Jennifer Aniston. But man, did I get through with it. And I was like, man, Jennifer, you didn't screw this one up.
It's a great movie.
That movie's the reason for my love of the verb pipe. Love those guys too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Show is over. Close the storybook.